There's some massive changes happening on the YouTube platform right now in 2025, and I think we're in one of the most innovative times to start and grow a YouTube channel like ever. There's some new culture and trends report that I've just read parts of, and I want to break down what I've come away with that from, because some of it is super interesting and will help you, one, grow a channel faster than ever before, and two, make money from that channel faster than ever before. So let's just think about YouTube as like a digital HQ right now. So YouTube, since I started it, has changed so much, it's ridiculous. Right now, there is like over 100 billion hours of watch time every single day on the platform. Like, that's mind-blowing. And over like 1 billion monthly active users. And that's just today. And it's only going to keep increasing. So there's more people on the platform than ever before, more creators. There's like a great balance of supply and demand. So it's not too saturated at all, if that's what you're thinking. YouTube is really funny. It's really interesting and really funny at the same time, because I remember 5-10 years ago when I was getting started with YouTube, people thought YouTube was a gimmick. People thought that, YouTube is a platform where you just store videos, and that was pretty much about it. It wasn't about building a personal brand. It was definitely not about building a business on, and it was definitely not thought of as like a career choice to make a consistent income on. It was just a platform where you just stored and housed videos. And then whenever I spoke to people about starting a YouTube channel and telling them you need to get on this platform, it would just be met with like, I don't have time for that, it's not valuable enough, it's useless. Same goes for businesses as well. And businesses are still doing this now. And the ones who ignore this are literally just going to stay stagnant, unfortunately. But I've seen people starting to grow YouTube channels who are brands and businesses, and they upload videos to YouTube, and they just like upload these corporate bullshit videos that mean absolutely nothing, add no value to anything. It's like they'll upload like Zoom recordings, Q&A recordings, this stuff that doesn't really bring any value to the table. And it's just like a storage junkyard for a lot of people. They don't actually realize that YouTube is now super essential for building a brand in 2025 going forwards. If you're a brand, business, personal brand, doesn't matter. I'd actually argue that having a presence on YouTube is now, maybe not now, but it will be more important than having a website for your brand or business going forward. It just will. You can show your personality on there. You can show so much transparency. It's a platform where there's more consumption of video and media happening compared to Netflix. Again, this just shows the trajectory of where things are going. And one thing I love about YouTube, which I don't know if people can kind of grasp this or not, but YouTube compounds over time. The views that you generate compound over time. They just keep getting bigger. They don't just stop. So when you post a video to Instagram or TikTok, this is very much a platform where the look of how well your video does is decided pretty early on. It will either go viral and go to the moon and get millions of views, or do quite well, or it literally will just stagnate, or it will reach a certain point and then it will just plateau. With YouTube, you put videos out, YouTube will consistently and consistently go out to try and find new audiences and pockets of people who it thinks might be interested in your videos, which is why on YouTube Studio Graphs, you see sudden spikes of views at random points. Like, I've had videos on my channels where videos have been stagnant for a while, or the growth has been super linear, and then it will just go crazy out of nowhere. You're left to like break down like, how has this happened? Well, YouTube, because it's constantly testing different people who may or may want to watch your videos, once it finds a pocket of people, a demographic of person or a psychographic of person that wants to see that video, and it gets some good responses back from that, it will show it to more of those types of people. And this can just go crazy. And that's where you get these spikes in views. So views compound over time. There's no other platform that does that. And especially if you're wanting to build an education channel where you want to teach a skill or a passion, these views are going to be evergreen, which means videos that you put out today are most likely going to be just as valuable 6, 12 months, years down the road, versus, an entertainment video that's posted on, say, TikTok or Instagram will plateau pretty soon, and that's that done. I want to talk a bit about subscribers. A lot of people associate the success of a YouTube channel with subscribers. So the more subscribers, the more successful the channel is. That is I guess it depends how you're measuring success. If you're measuring how much money a channel makes based on subscribers, I think that's a really bad way to do things, because you could have a channel that has 100,000 subscribers and it could be generating way less money than a channel with 1,000 subscribers. And I know this because this is what I've done. You might not be directly earning much money from AdSense on a channel with small subscribers versus more subscribers, but you could be selling products and services off the back of that channel which are way more valuable than the YouTube AdSense that they pay you. Like, YouTube AdSense is pretty low. You get like, I don't think YouTube pays enough, but it is a great platform for making money as a creator, but they still don't pay you enough. Like, you're getting like a couple of dollars to up to like $20 per 1,000 views on a video, maybe a little bit more depending on what niche you're posting videos in. If you have a core audience of people, like 1,000 people who are super passionate about learning from you, and you sell those people a product that's like $100, $200, $1,000, whatever it is, that is going to add up to significantly more money than YouTube ad revenue will pay you for the views you get on that video. I just know that to be true. And there is an article I read a long time ago, which you should go check out. It's called 1,000 True Fans by Kevin Kelly. It's the coolest article because it breaks down this fallacy that you need millions of people to earn like a sustainable living by doing what you love. You need 1,000 people. That's it, 1,000 people who will buy everything that you sell. There is some numbers inside this article, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he breaks the numbers down and it's like ridiculously lowballed. And it just sounds so achievable for anybody to achieve. Whenever anyone is talking about how many subscribers they've got, or talking about they want all these subscribers, I think they're thinking about YouTube wrong. Our subscribers do have their place, because you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized on YouTube. And that's a big stepping stone for a lot of people, especially when they're getting started on YouTube. If you want to grow as a creator and build a brand and a business on using YouTube, you need to look at things in the broader picture. It's not all about raw subscriber numbers. Now let's talk about the algorithm, because this has also changed thanks to platforms like Instagram and TikTok, because now it's all based off interest. So if you go onto TikTok now or Instagram, you'll notice that there is a trend in how they show you content. The way the content is presented to you is way different than it was 5 years ago. It used to be chronological and it used to be based on like search, whereas now it's based off interest. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this, but it serves up videos to you based on what viewers watch, not who they follow, which again comes back to that whole idea of having subscribers. It doesn't matter. You can have videos that go viral with 1 subscriber in your channel. You could have a video that does 1 million views and you can only have 10 subscribers. You don't need 1,000 subscribers to get millions of views on a video. You just don't. Viral videos and getting a lot of people seeing your stuff is now possible for smaller creators, or even people getting started, which should be even more inspiration for people like yourself, maybe, who are sitting here watching this. Maybe you've not even started a channel and you're just thinking about getting started. That should be an inspiration for you, because it literally gives you horsepower out the gate. You just need to focus on having good ideas, creating videos that people actually want to watch and are actually searching for. That's all it comes down to. And if it's good enough and interesting enough people, YouTube will find an audience for it. Because you have to remember, YouTube is a business. They're trying to make money off the people that stay on the platform the longest, because they can serve the most ads to those people. So YouTube isn't going to show crappy videos to people. It's just not. It's not going to serve them crappy videos, because then that will cause people to drop off the platform, change videos, reduce the amount of ads they're able to show. If they can increase the watch time and the amount of people spend on videos and on the platform, it's a win-win. And if you can help YouTube achieve that, then they will help you by getting you the audience and the views that your channel deserves. So let's talk a bit about specificity. So this again ties into what we just talked about. Instead of having a broad topic that you talk about on your channel, get a little bit more specific and remember that you are talking to one person solving one problem with one passion. Focus on specific niches, trends, keywords, or communities. Don't post different videos on, say, kite surfing and then start posting things on weddings and then start posting things on cooking on one channel, because then you don't really have a brand. You just, like, you could argue that you could be building a personality, and this personality has these different interests, but it's very hard for YouTube to figure out who to serve your videos to. What it wants to do is it wants to serve your video to one person, and then they watch that one video, and then hopefully that person wants to watch more of that same channel's videos, because that signals to YouTube, this is a good channel, this is good videos, this is what they want to see, let's show more of it. But if it's all over the place and YouTube can't figure out who the hell this is, it's going to be really hard to grow. So think specific, niches, trends, communities. Of course you can have crossovers. On this channel here, where I share a lot of mountain bike videos, there are occasional times where I'll share camera tutorials on how I get my shots, mindset tutorials on how I'm thinking about overcoming fear and doing scary things on a bike. It's all like intertwined and interlinked, but I'm not going to go and start posting videos about like cars on this channel, because it doesn't really make sense to do that. That's not how I see it anyway. I think you need a specific niche and start thinking about interest based. So like, what pain points or passion is this solving or tapping into? And you can also think about adding SEO keywords and key phrases into your titles, and also saying those SEO titles and keywords in your videos, because YouTube is not stupid. It's not bloody stupid, the platform. It knows exactly what this video is made up of. It knows exactly what I'm saying. It knows exactly what the video is about. It knows exactly what's in the title. It knows everything. It can read everything. It makes sense to help YouTube as much as possible, telling it, look, this is what my video is. This is who you should serve it to. A question I get often asked is, should you do YouTube Shorts or should you do long-form YouTube videos? And my answer now has changed considerably based on all these new changes. And I believe the new strategy is to do both, and I'll explain why. Short form videos now, people have very short attention spans. They are watched in terms of like actual numbers, viewed way more than long form videos. But long form videos are longer in nature. So then you could argue, well, the longer form videos are building up more trust, they're generating more watch time, they're building a better relationship with that audience. So the way I'm kind of seeing it now is that you should use YouTube Shorts to be discovered, and then use YouTube long form videos to build a relationship and build trust with those people. So you think of it as like a fishing net. You're casting a super wide fishing net. That's your YouTube Shorts, and then from those people that find those shorts, there's going to be people that hop over to your long form videos and check out more of the content you have. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. There's no point building a YouTube Shorts channel if your goal is to make money off those shorts, because you need absolutely billions of views to make any decent money from it. I think you're best focusing on long form videos if your goal is monetization, but use YouTube Shorts as a way of getting attention and being discovered. So upload schedules, what are we thinking about that? Well, I go back and forth on this and think it doesn't really matter, but I like to have a schedule or like some sort of a structure, just to keep my own mind in check. So on this channel, I try and upload between 1 and 3 videos a week consistently. I don't just wing it. They are very clear ideas. It's going out to a very like specific person in a very specific format, in a specific frequency. If you can stick to 1 video a week, or if that's all you can stick to, if that's all you can do, then just do that. If you know you can do more, 3, 4 a week, then do that. But don't over-egg yourself, is what I'm saying. Don't tell yourself I can do 7 videos a week when you just know for a fact you're not going to be able to. And try and make the video making process easier for you. My videos on here are very much me talking to the camera, explaining things, teaching things. Sometimes I'll do on-screen tutorials. It's very easy for me to replicate and produce these videos. I don't have to go and like climb Mount Everest every time, theoretically, to make a video. I don't have to expend a ton of like physical and mental energy that it's going to take weeks to make a video. Sometimes that is, possible and worth it, but for the most part, if I want to get out 3 videos a week, I need to put my thinking cap on, decide on the 3 video topics, execute them, i.e. record them, and then upload them within that week. And where are most people watching YouTube nowadays? And this has shifted massively. Again, I've seen this from this channel here and my other channels. Most people are watching YouTube now on TV. They're actually watching it like Netflix. They're watching it like these bingeable episodes for hours on end sometimes. So you have to remember that. I'm not saying you need to make videos that are hours long. You don't need to do that. But think about, okay, if someone's watching your videos and they're sat on a couch down, like, you know, they're sat watching TV, they're gonna want to watch longer videos, in theory. So maybe you should start thinking about making longer videos. 15 minutes to 16 minutes long is a good idea. You can call this like lean back viewing, you know, bingeable videos that they can just go from one to the next and so on and so forth. I think YouTube now is like literally it's in the best place it has ever been, especially for people looking to get started. So don't use the excuse of, oh, it's too saturated now. I should have started 5 years ago. Like, trust me, it is still only just getting going. It would have been great if you'd have started 5 years ago, but you didn't. Move forward from where you are right now and understand we're literally living in the best time possible right now to grow a brand on YouTube. The platform is booming. There's more channels and more audience to watch those videos than ever before. YouTube is consistently increasing the amount of money they're paying out to creators, which is even more amazing. Plus, you can sell your own products off the back of it. You build an audience on YouTube and then you divert them to buy something else. Like, it's an absolute no-brainer and the simplest business model ever. And if you're starting an education channel, like, there is no better platform, in my opinion, than to do this method. And you only need 1,000 true fans. Remember that. You don't need millions of views. You don't need millions of subscribers. You just need to keep consistently uploading videos to YouTube. Good quality videos that provide value. That is literally it. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next video.